This is a Mercedes 144 4x4 high roof converted by a company called Esplori out of Bend, Oregon. We came down here to their factory, wanted to check out what they're doing, and this is actually van number 4 that has come out of their factory so far. They are a new builder and we're really excited about what they're doing here in Bend. This video is sponsored by Harvest Hosts. We do love our off-grid camping, but what's even better, when you're off-grid and there's a winery right across the street. We've been Harvest Host members since 2015 and have used our membership to stay overnight at wineries, museums, farms, and other unique places for free. Admittedly, our favorites are wineries because we've had some great views from the van, can walk in, have a tasting, and then sit outside with a glass of wine while we enjoy the sunset. Click the link in the description below to learn more about Harvest Hosts and get 15% off the yearly membership fee.
Hi, I'm Colin.
And I'm Brian, and we're the founders of Esplori, based in Bend, Oregon.
We focus on comfortable camping, using the van to get outside and enjoy the outdoors.
So I figured with this build, let's start on the inside and then we'll make our way outside after we've gone through all this cool stuff. So the reason that Esplori caught our eye is, as you can see, this is a much more minimalist build from what we've seen from other conversion companies. And Kate and I are both minimalists, so this really got our attention and the reason why we came down to Bend to learn more about the company. The front cab area is pretty basic. Both chairs turn around. And then you have this nice big living space here, which Kate and I both like. It opens up the van, makes it feel a lot more spacious than it really is. So as Brian so eloquently pointed out, when they were building this, it's kind of a nautical theme. You've got the galley here, marine grade latches. This is a marine grade Nova Cool refrigerator with 4.3 cubic foot capacity, walnut countertop, and bamboo used for the rest of the cabinets down here and up above. Now speaking of the cabinets, this is 3/4 inch bamboo, extruded aluminum frame. And the cool thing is, these are all on L tracks that run the length of the van. And you could move this cabinet. These cabinets are modular, so you could actually add more back here depending on what your needs are. So for us, this is a cool system because you could get it like this, add more down the road if you need it, move them around if you find a situation you like better. Here's the control panel. On the left is the battery monitor with Bluetooth connectivity. On the right, the controls for the S-bar heater. This is a diesel-fired heater that draws directly off the tank of the vehicle. Below that, the lights, and they're actually dimmable. The galley area is fairly simple. There's a drawer here, storage underneath. If you wanted a sink, that would be built in right here, and beneath the cabinets, LED lights. There isn't a built-in cooktop in the galley, but there is a 2,000 watt pure sine inverter here, so you could plug in a induction cooktop if you wanted to. Powering all of that are 2 lithium batteries for a total of 200 amp hours. There is a system that allows you to charge the batteries while you're driving down the road. On the roof, there is 180 watts of solar, so you either get charging from the sun, charging down the road, or both at the same time. What we've found in living out of a camper van for a few years now, 200 amp hours of lithium is more than enough to power a popcorn maker, my hot water kettle, Kate's Instant Pot. As long as you have a big enough inverter to handle all of that stuff, you're good. Now with all your devices in the kitchen, plus when we're working on the road, we have our laptops, cameras, things that need to get charged. So where do you do all that? Well, outlets here, USB plugs beneath, and for future versions of the van, they are planning on putting more plugs in the back. In terms of window coverings, they're using magnetic covers that can fold up and stow away. You can pull them off the window or bring them down as a nightshade. They make these for every window in the Mercedes, and right now Esplori is only building on Mercedes Sprinters. You can either bring your own van in or they will source one for you. This bench seat is surprisingly comfortable. And the cool thing with this build is you can carry 4 passengers plus a driver. So this bench has seating for 3 with pool-tested seat belts. This bench also converts into a jackknife bed that is just under 77 inches long, which is more than enough for Kate and I. One thing Kate and I always look for in a van is how the space can serve multiple purposes. So for example, this bench seat can carry 3 passengers. It'll convert into a bed, but it'll also be your work or dining area because they put a mount down here for a lagoon table. And now I have a workspace, dining room, little table I can move around, position it anywhere I want. I love these lagoon tables. And in terms of versatility, this table moves out. They've made it long enough so that you can put things on here. People can grab it from outside. You can use it as a standing work desk because this does lift up further. Possibilities are endless. In order to convert the bed, first thing you have to do is take the headrests out. Do that. Second step, there's a little lever underneath. I pull that, pull the bench out, and then push down. There it is. There is plenty of room on this bed for me, and as a point of reference, I am 5'11". Another thing I love is that I can sit up in bed. There is a ton of headspace, an exhaust fan that also blows air in, and they make a cover that goes around the top. Another item I love are all these L-tracks. So this is a very modular system. Again, you could put a whole nother cabinet over here. You can hang things. You can put in, whatever fits into these tracks. And with these D-rings, on some of their future models, you'll even be able to hang hammocks if you want to have additional places to sleep. Now time to put it back. There we go. For you DIYers out there, Esplori also sells these. If you don't want a whole van, you can just buy the bench seat or some of their other components that they sell. One of my favorite features in this van that I have not seen in other builds are their aluminum walls. These are powder coated to any color you want. There is soundproofing back here and Thinsulate insulation. Now, besides the fact that you can get pretty much any color that you want in here, one thing I love about these walls is they weigh about half as much as using a plywood covering, for example. The reason why this is so important is because weight savings on a van is precious. The more carrying capacity you can have in a van, the more stuff you can bring with you, the more people. And like us, we carry a motorcycle on the back of ours, which means we need as much carrying capacity as possible. For their future vehicles, they're also developing aluminum cabinets, so that cuts down on the weight of the wood cabinets they're currently building. In terms of storage, besides the cabinets, you have this space underneath the bed, behind the bed, and again, since this is a modular system with L-tracks, you can pretty much add netting or different things around the van to suit your needs. Now let's check out the exterior. This is wrapped in aluminesque gear. So you've got running boards, roof rack, and there's a Thule awning, brush guard on the front, another running board, ladder, and this is cool if you're a surfer. You can stick your surfboard in here and carry that with you. And at the top, there is a road shower. This is heated by the sun. It holds 7 gallons of water and is either gravity fed or you can pressurize it. If you're wondering about the wrap on this vehicle, they actually built this as a marketing vehicle for Laird Superfood. Now let me go up on the roof and check out the solar. On the roof, there are 2 90-watt Zamp solar panels and a fairly large deck up here that you can come hang out, have a seat, drink a beer, and watch a Prius drive by. Overall, we think these are great for those of you who are looking for a more minimalist build. Their build-outs start about $45,000 without the chassis, but they did tell us they're getting 9 4x4 Mercedes chassis in-house in the fall. So we want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see more cool videos, head on over to our website at we'retherussos.com. We'll see you next time. Bye.